Boom. We are back live again. All right. we have some updates. Some very exciting updates that we will share shortly. As soon as we're going to go to sleep first, so that way our polonium production continues. Should give you a little heads up on what we're looking at. All right, what we have here. This is where we are now at. I yesterday finished up the pneumaticraft stuff over here. We had a couple other things with it. Yo, what's up, Dawson? Dude, you joined so fast. Basically, you throw everything in through there and it pulls it back out and sends it out here. So we finished up all 4 of those and one of the next items today. In order to get this item right here, we have to have the particle accelerator from Ortec. I have played Valorant a few times. Yes, good question. We need the particle accelerator, and I believe for that one we need like 16. No, we already have everything. We just need to actually get the particle accelerator for that. Yo, what's up, Torsen? How's it going? For the other 2 on the 3rd level, we need... I think we have all of this stuff. We just need the high cetane biodiesel. Yeah, we're getting close. We've gone absolutely ham. And then this one right here, we need 16 antimatter pellets. So we're very close. We just need to get our antimatter production up because I'm pretty sure we have the rest of everything. I'll go check real quick. Y'all, what's up, Scar? How's it going? Yeah, most everything else, as you can tell, we already have in here. And then the top item of the pyramid, this one, is what a lot of that stuff's for. So you need 16. We have all of these. We just need the positron matrix and Fortron as the liquid in the reaction chamber. Which, now that we're looking at that, what's the thing called? Bioneural circuit. I think I'm going to make a pattern for that real quick. Just so that we have it. Because we do have most everything already built. And then these like last 3 things. The ones that do not require the, whatever. The Ortec thing. Are all reaction chambers that we just basically need to get some sort of high level liquid for. We're getting close. Yes, I have played Valorant. Yes. Finally be able to play later tonight. I'll check what is left to do then. Sounds good. I don't know if we're going to finish today. I really don't. There's always that possibility. But the stuff that we have left is either complicated stuff that I don't know how to do. Which this may actually be it. I don't know what that is. But it also is going to require this antimatter production to just continue to run for a while. Like we have, I think, 9 of the 16 antimatter pellets that we're going to need. Except I'm pretty sure this requires antimatter pellets too. And we need 4 of those. Unless we may have already done this. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm pretty sure that Elysium took the 4 that we were going to use for that particle accelerator earlier today. I'm just not sure where they went. But I think we're down to just needing the 16 for that one piece, and then we're done with all of the antimatter that we're going to need. So the Valorant, no, they're not bots. Those are my IRL friends that I told I'd play Valorant with tonight after I was done streaming. That's what's up with that. I've not played Valorant in a very long time, and they talked me into it. But I told them that I was 100% streaming first. I do like it because they'll pop into chat every once in a while. And I know that none of them are like super into modded Minecraft like I am. And so it's very sweet of them to be here. But it's sort of like I told my mother, like, they're not my intended audience, so I'm not like super worried about them watching, you know? Yeah, exactly, exactly. So their support is incredible and very kind. But it is funny. So are these filling up with polonium? Because this is full, right? Yeah, that's full. Oh, it's the cable that's filling up. That's fine. I can live with that. So everything for this is automated and running, with the exception of we were going down pretty quick with sulfur earlier. I don't know where we're at. 14K? That may or may not be enough. I'm not entirely sure. I may make a couple more sulfur seeds real quick. I don't want a pattern for it. I want the actual thing. Essence. Whoa. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I think the prosperity seeds are already there. Sulfur bees, is that the way to go? Or is that what we have right now? Because I'm not opposed to it, but the fluorite that was requested me set up, I did with seeds just because it was easier. Because now I just take these two over here, plop them right down here, and then all of a sudden we got sulfur essence going. Sulfur. And it should be auto crafting for us as well. Yeah, and so it looks like we're at least kind of going up now. It's at least closer to stable. I don't need it to be super stable. We had 18K when I looked earlier, and we made 9 pellets since then. We just need to get to 16K, so we should be fine. I just don't want to run out. But it does look like we're working just fine. So let's look at what else we have to do. I think it's mostly the liquids. I have absolutely zero idea how to make the particle accelerator. Or if it's something that I even... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. We are far out of my depth. This would be the point where I 100% just look up how-to tutorials on everything else. But particle... Oh, we have the... Do we have a particle accelerator already? Also is rad. Elysium said earlier it would work on that. Yo, what's up? Alexim, I'm so confused. Is a massive 4x2 chunk area. Oh, the particle accelerator is? Do we know if we I know Lexington said he was working on it. No, I'm sorry. Elysium was working on it earlier today, but I don't know if it ever was created. Particle collision is a huge multi-block, not just that item. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, I don't, if he's, I know he at least kind of started on it. I don't know how far we got, but if he started on it, I don't want to take over. He said he would probably be on later tonight anyways. I think let's, instead of trying to finish that one up, let's start on what liquids we need for this. So this is high cetane biodiesel, a refinery biofuel, and a potion of strength. That seems a little odd. Interesting. So a mixer for immersive engineering, and I can get potions of strength, I can only assume. Check under the island. That's where I suggested it. Okay, I'll go look. I don't even know what that is. Oh, power bank. Okay. We'll fly around. We'll see if we find it. Dude, every time I look at the center of the island, it's like my frames drop to next to nothing. Overall, it's not bad, though. I don't see it down there. I'm not worried about it. Like, push comes to shove, we can always make it. So, high cetane biodiesel. It looks like the only way to... Oh, wait. Volume package. What is that? Oh, is that not something I can order, I assume? So I have to fill that with the liquid. So that does absolutely nothing for me. Can I... Is it backspace? It is. Okay. So in that case, really, the refinery is the only way to make it. We did kind of reorganize a little bit and like kind of expand stuff to the outside. But it's not that bad. It's not that out of place. Y'all, what's up, Balrog? How's it going? So, okay, that one is immersive engineering. Let's look at our other option real quick. Liquid DT fuel we already have. Which means the only thing left is this Promethium from Ortec. Is that correct? Based off of our box of what's left. We have all of that. Supermassive QIO drive we need to make. The induction providers and the Promethium. I don't see any of that. Okay, so we could start working on that because most of that's not going to be too bad. It's probably going to be on this pad behind the bees. Got it. Okay. I do know somebody told me earlier that we have the liquid DT fuel. So I don't think I have to make that. Oh, that's another. But it's just one. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to need to make some crafting patterns for the super massive. Oh, that's actually really easy. I think that's going to be the only pattern we have to make for that. And then I have to go steal one antimatter pellet for my production. And I'm also going to sleep. That we keep making whatever that is. Hey, John, after this mod pack, which one are you going to play? I'm not sure. I thought about that. I'm still thinking about that. We are kind of waiting for all the mods 9 or all the mods 10 to the sky. It's going so fast, I don't even know what to do. I would just look at what we got left and then try to start working on some of that. Like that's every day I get on and assume that everything's been done and then find something that hasn't been done and go for it, you know? So let's go ahead and auto craft those 4 real quick. Unless we already have one. Okay, well, that's a supermassive QAO drive. That's crazy. My thoughts are as follows. I would like to take a little bit of a break and record some actual videos, some content that I can upload. Yo, what's up, Matter? How's it going? On FTB Skies 2, because I think there's a lot there that could have some really good videos on it. Not a lot of people have made videos on it. I think that could be good. After that, I would like to consult what's it called? We're going to call it the tribe. I would like to consult the people who have like really put the time into this one and see what pack they would like to do next. Because I wouldn't mind doing another run through of all the mods 10 because they've changed so much, right? I also wouldn't mind doing Feed the Beast Evolution. What I have learned is that I am terrible at playing through these packs by myself. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be a weak playthrough like we've kind of done with this one. But I'd like to do it as a community playthrough. I really have enjoyed that. Finally caught me live. Heck yeah, I'm doing really well, man. How are you? I saw you're playing through all the mods 10 again. We are working on. We got that guy, the QIO drive's done. I need 8 ultimate induction providers and then Prometheum. Induction. Oh, we've already got those. So somebody's doing this. Somebody knows what they're doing. We're just going to put it in the chest so all the stuff's there. Oh! You are Draconic Evolution. I saw that it's in alpha. I saw that. Have I seen the Craftoria mod pack? I have not. I have heard of it before. I've had somebody mention it, but I've never played through it. Community Greg Tech New Horizons server next. That it almost sounds doable. Like if there was a time where I would actually do Greg Tech, it would be if I had like 15 other people there holding my hand, you know? You've almost sold me on that. Greg would be crazy. Can't wait to kill the Chaos Dragon with 40,000 hearts. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, so we don't have the antimatter pellets yet, but we're working on them. So Prometheum, Atomic Forge with overcharged crystals and a Heisenberg compensator. What? You want us dead, Thorson? So this is the Atomic Forge. Okay, wait a second. Can I make a pattern for this? This is saying I have to choose which one goes in it, right? Super AI chips. We have 6 Prometheum? Do we really? Never mind. Okay, one last thing I gotta do. So in that case, this whole thing is just waiting on liquid DT fuel. No, on the antimatter pellets. Is the liquid DT fuel in here? Liquid. I don't see it. By the way, love the content, John. Keep up the good work, mate. Hello from Australia. That's a long ways away, man. Thank you so much, though. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you to say. Just liquefy DT fuel. Do we have DT fuel? DT fuel. Oh, it's just combining those two in a chemical infuser. And we already have those two. Are those in D? So that's the problem, is that they're not in the ME system right now. It looks like, yeah, so that's a tritium, whatever, tritium, and that's a... So I just have to take a little bit of that. Oh no, it's already here. So somebody's already done this. How many buckets of that did we say we needed? 10. It's literally already done. Literally. So in that case, antimatter pellets, and then we can move those into a reaction chamber and be done. Or I could take a bucket of that, 10 buckets of that, and put it in a thing so it can pull it automatically. That's what we're going to do. Anybody good with counting filters from Laser IO? I'm trying to automate intro, flux, and Certus. You get the reaction chamber to accept flux dust and charge. I'm not. Would love to join one of these playthroughs one day. Crazy how quick you guys got it done. I agree. I kind of expected this to be like a 2 or 3 week thing. The fact that we're at day 5 and basically waiting on antimatter pellets, pretty wild. pretty wild. So I'm gonna grab, I think, just 10 buckets. And then we're just gonna fill them up real quick. And we're gonna take them and we are gonna store them. Can I not? Is it a gas? Cannot, is this not a thing? Right now is a gas. Do I need to turn that? Is it, so, okay, so basically I just need a... Do we have ways to first liquefy? Liquid DT fuel. Concentrating. Okay. I can do that. Next one, Elysium has to take mandated breaks. That's crazy. That's really funny though, and probably true. Let me tell you, he put in the work. Okay, right, this thing. So I need... We'll set this here. It's going to need some sort of power, I can only assume. Let me grab ultimate universal cables. There. Okay, so it's got power. Throw that back. I need... What's the one? Mechanical pipe? It's tube. Pressurized tubes, right? He really did. He went absolutely crazy. Yeah. The rotary condensator. I can't remember if it's set to the right thing or not, but there's no way that's the right pipe. I'm just going to grab like an actual pipes pipe. One of the gas ones, the green ones, these guys. And we're just going to throw it right there. Apparently it's not accepting it, so I want side config. Oh, apparently output's the front. That's fine. We'll just switch the bottom to output. And now if I replace it, does it work? Or does it just not accept pipe? Oh, it does. Okay. So then I need a pipe wrench. Got it. Okay. So now, theoretically... Yeah, we're getting the DT fuel. Sweet. I want to grab some speed upgrades. Whoa. How many did it take? $32 of 32. That's crazy. Okay, so now I got to get an energy upgrades. I feel like the other one's maxed out at like 8. So that's got to be flying then. It is. Wild. So this should be all 10 that we need. And then from there, oh, it looks like this is going to keep running too. Perfect. So now is when I grab my buckets, right? And it should be a liquid, so we can do this. And that should be more than enough for what we're needing. I'm just going to go store it in a drawer. Default mecha is 8, but there's an add-on that increases it to 30. That's crazy. Right there. That is all 10 that we need. We're going to add 2 more just for good measure. All right, so now it's going to have all of that for the autocraft. It knows where that is. The only thing we're missing is 6 antimatter pellets. Or at least that one. FTB's like the 4Xer stuff. That's awesome. Again, that is one of the reasons why I like the Feed the Beast pack so much, is because I feel like you can actually progress quickly using just the mods that are included. Okay, DT fuel is done. So for this guy, nope, that one we need the particle accelerator. Antimatter pellets is the only thing we're missing here. The only thing we're missing from this is our high cetane biodiesel, which we'll have to make. And then this guy, Fortron and positron matrix, but that's particle accelerator again. So really the only thing we're missing, particle accelerator, antimatter pellets, and whatever this liquid here is. So I guess we need to figure out how to make that. Because we need 10 buckets of it. It's super easy to make. What are the odds we already have it and I just haven't looked? I don't see it. Okay, so it's part of the modular force field. Oh, you did? Where's it at? Is there a chance we could get it into the ME system? So that's already done too. Am I looking for the wrong thing in here? So in that case, it really is just the particle accelerator that we need. Anyone know why my flux point is providing a negative output? It was working fine yesterday, but today's not working, and my farm won't work now. In general, flux points are pretty simple. It'll output is what it's supposed to be pulling from, right? So this is putting out power from your network is the point. The plug is what you want pulling power from. So you put the plug on whatever you have creating power, right? And then this should be negative. You can bypass the limit. You can power surge it. You can make sure you're on the right network. But in general, it's pretty simple and straightforward. Hopefully that helps at least a little bit. So, oh my goodness, yeah, so now we've got Fortron. Okay, so antimatter pellets. That is odd. Hi, I just found out you were streaming. Come from the old video on All the Mods 10. I watched all of your tutorials. It was amazing and helped. Thank you. No problem. I'm so glad that you found them helpful. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Okay, so... Oh, it's right here. Oh, that looks pretty simple. I ain't even gonna lie. Sweet! Okay, so... Particle accelerator, I guess, is what we do. Because if literally we have to sit here, just put power and it goes crazy. Nice. We're up to 11. I think we actually need 20 total. Because I think we have to finish up the 16 that we need for this guy. Nope, not this guy. The 16 that we need here. We have to get these 16. And then I'm pretty sure we have to get the 4 to make the positron matrix as well. So I think we have to get 20 total. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think you guys want to walk me through how to make the particle accelerator? Also, is there like an Ortec book? Because I feel like we've got that and then waiting. That's all we have left. Basically in the entire pack. Yeah. Particle collision and then waiting on antimatter pellets. And then we finish up all the rest of these items. And the pyramid. I don't know how it works at all either. That's the problem. Like, I can assume particle accelerator sensor. Hold Alt to open. Oh, okay. So this is what I need to make, right? Okay. Okay. Wow. This is a lot. This is particle collision. You basically need a few rings of particle accelerators and rails of increasing sizes. Okay. Each side has a max speed for the particles. I can't even begin to explain how far out of my league this is. You just start accelerating a particle on a small ring and then move it to bigger rings. Do that twice for both items on the recipes. Uh-huh. Anybody else completely lost by that? Because I'm going to be honest, that's not it. Did we start doing any of that out here? Both particles are fast enough to allow them to collide with each other. Okay. I feel like we were working on some of this earlier. It's not a simple setup at all. Great, great, great. Okay. Is there anything... Particle accelerator. Do we have rails? Sensor. Pulverize. None of this makes sense to me. Ortec. Particle accelerator. Quite complex. Because of this, each part is split into different quests to break it down how they all work. Ugh. A dense as an collision injected, also fly further. This sounds like it's very complicated. All right, so I could probably here. Give me a second. Ortec particle accelerator setup. So, what are the odds you think I could find just a little picture or a little tutorial? I guess that's what this picture is. So we do definitely need at least the accelerator, one of them. Go ahead and craft that. And then... Oh, it looks like somebody's helping. Are we going to do this together? I wouldn't mind that. Okay. Did it finish? Oh. Very nice. It finished, so we got a particle accelerator in here somewhere. We do. And then... So here's my plan, right? I'm just going to set this down. And then what are those rails? What are the rails called for it? Particle accelerator, linear motor. It certainly seems like we're going to need at least like 3 or 4 of those. What the setup I see has 5 of the linear motors. Where do those go? These guys. So let me create a pattern for that. Where to go? That. And then we'll see how many of those things we have. So if I wanted to create where to go? Put the pattern in. There it is. One of these. Oh, it'll just let me. Okay. So I'll make the 5 that I see. Okay, so it looks like it's got 5 of those motors, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the rings. And then there's one other thing that I don't know what it is. That platform is probably not big enough for both rings. It's not? Jeez. I assume we can expand it though, right? There is one thing, a speed sensor. Okay, I'm going to go speed. I do think that's probably what it is. Speed add-on. Particle accelerator speed sensor. That doesn't look like a craftable item. What? How does that work? And then what are the rings called? Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing. I am on their wiki as well, and also looking at the pictures they have. This is going to be, if we get this done and it works, I will be so incredibly impressed. Because currently I have very little confidence. Shockingly little confidence. It sounds like Tordson's done it before, which makes me think maybe I should just wait for him. Also, why can't I find what the speed sensor thing is? It does look like it's all like labeled with particle. All of the pieces and parts are guiding ring. Okay, so we're going to need that as a pattern as well. The guiding ring. Unless they're already here. I don't see them, but we're going to set that up as a pattern. The guide ring. Accelerator sensor. That's what we need. That's the last piece that I see on the picture, at least, for this. So I said it was like 10 guide rings on the picture. Torsten, how many guide rings should I get for this? I needed a small one. I'll be able to join in 2 or 3 hours. Okay. No worries, no rush. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There looks like there's 11 guide rings. Apparently, if we mess this up, we can mix the dimensions. Knowing me, I'm going to mess this up. So what if we didn't do it, but what if we like set most of it up? Or hear me out. I have a thought. Currently, this is the only block I have placed. I'm going to pick that block up. And unless I didn't look earlier, what do you think about we doing this in a compact machine? I feel like that may be a better idea. I'm going to craft the things that it shows on there we need. So 11 of those. I think Tortzen said we needed 2 rings total, so that's going to be what it is. But, and then where's the sensor? This guy. So that's enough for 1 ring, right? It depends on how fast the particle is. Slower particles can't go through long airspace. Okay. 1 every 5 blocks or 3 blocks. Okay. All right. All right. Do we know how big these have to be? Like, does it show us on the quest line? This minimum collision energy is 15,000 joules. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. We need 2 circles that are going at that speed or half of that speed so that the collision is that speed. And we need a speed sensor so that once it gets there, they run into each other, right? Why does that seem so complicated? So 2 main rings, but each of them will need a few more positron. Yeah, it's even faster. We'll need a few more smaller rings to increase the speed gradually. So we need smaller rings with a speed sensor that'll send it to bigger rings to increase the speed to eventually reach whatever we need to then send them into each other. Is that right? Does that make any sense? Also, I'm so lost on that. I think I'm going to give it a shot, right? We'll give it a try. We'll set one up for sure. But I'm probably doing that in a compact machine. Highly likely. Okay. All right. Well, it makes sense in my head, at least. The actual how to set that up is like... I don't even have a concept for it yet, but... making sure nothing here is overfilling. Is that thing full? That thing is almost full. So I assume once it's full, it just starts storing it in these and this, right? Yeah. So we won't overfill. These things are going to go crazy. Here, we'll even... All right, that's fine. Try making 2 small rings and colliding them like 7 by 7. Okay. 7 by 7 is small? And we're putting this down here. We're going in. Okay, all right. 7 by 7 rings. Should I start on a side or should I start in the center? I think I'm going to start on the side. I'm going to put this right here. Then I'm going to grab all of these, the guide rings that we made. I'm going to follow the picture that I have up here because I think that's going to be the only way this is going to work. On the side. Okay, okay. And then I need the linear motors. So based on the picture, I put 1, 2. I put a guide ring. That's the wrong way. I put a guide ring. And then how do I turn these? Because that needs to be at like a 45. And then this will be a 45. And then this thing shows... Nope. 1, 2, 3 right there. With another ring at a 45. Ring at a 45. Then you've got that sensor thing. Right there. Oh, thank you. Oh, you just right click it? Does Does it just move one side? What if I need the other side to move? Do I have to place it the other direction? Well, that's definitely not what I wanted. If I go this way with it. Okay, so that's that. So this way. What? Oh, it does. Okay, 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 okay. There we go. That's looking right. That looks right. So the sensor, and then right after the sensor, I've got another ring. And then here is a ring and a ring. We'll have to replace those for sure, but actually, I think this one placed this way is right. Yes. And then this one placed this way is right. Okay, okay, okay. And then that, and then I've got one in the middle. Man. One in the middle. One here and one here. I need to turn this around. So it's that and that. Does that look right at all? That looks exactly like what I see on the picture online. I don't have chat pulled up. I'm sorry. Place will look at the other side. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm going to split screen this. Give me a second. That way I can still see chat while I'm stumbling through the pictures I'm looking at. Okay. Is that... We think that's correct? And if so, how does one... Oh, we insert an item to accelerate. Should I make two of these setups first? And then what are we looking at here? What does this thing do? That just senses it? Dude. This may be one of the more complicated things I've done in a while. Making more take on absorbers just to be sure. Sounds good, sounds good. Man, oh man. Do you care if I throw something in there? How are the accelerators? Okay. Flux point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bingo bango. Hook it up to that. Okay, all right. So we're charged. Everything's charged. What's gonna happen? That's the thing. Do I need to prepare for this to go somewhere? Or do we think this is going to be fast enough for this guy? Where I could get the primordial assembly and the empty trinity gem in here? Oh. We're throwing dragon's breath in there. Dragon's breath needs to combine with the antimatter pellets, right? For this. It's supposed to exit the ring and collide with another thing inside the Tycon absorbers. Okay. So Why is this so complicated? I'm trying to look at other set. Where does it exit the ring at? Slash, how do we get it to exit the ring? Oh, is that what this setup's for? So it's not supposed to just have like the item at the top go really fast and hit the item on the bottom? So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On one of the corners, when it has enough speed. So on one of the corners, we're going to right click it. Is that what we're going to do? Just yoink. Okay. I see. So then it's going to, yeah, I'm sorry, I messed it up. So it's going to come flying straight this way, and we're going to want to have more rails somewhere down this direction, right? And then we're going to have all the Tachyon absorbers. Like right here. It looks like it has at least 3 grids of 3x3, so like 9 on each. Let's see how close we are on the rails. Getting there. Okay. This is way more complicated than I expected it to be. And I know I've said that, but it definitely is. So we get it up to speed, we throw it that way, down a pipe and into something. That part actually seems to make more sense. And so it kind of explodes in a random direction. Oh! Great. So... how do we... how do we keep it controlled? So I guess we don't need all of these, do we? We can take a couple of these out. We need it every 3 blocks or so. Like a 2. I think we're going to go every other just for the sake of being safe. That. Okay, so now we're going to want to put in some of those... Do we need to move this whole thing up 1 block? Oh, we're crafting the second one. Okay. Well, I've got guide rings for a second one. Are we going to set up a second circle here? So that these 2 things accelerate into each other? Is that what we're going to do? Because if we're going to set up an exact second setup like that, I can do that. We need to move it upward? Okay. I can do that. So we'll give it a 1 block space underneath. What blocks do we want to use underneath it? What are we feeling? Let's do blocks of copper. And then I'm just going to do this right here, straight across. And I'm going to use a construction stick and I'm just going to move. We're just going to fill this whole thing. Grab the stick. And the copper. I forgot about that guy. Okay, that gives us a 1 block buffer. Which hopefully is enough to do what we want to do. So now we just got to rebuild. So there's that. I'll put... Nope, not that ways. So 1, 2 there, 1, 2, 3 there. We'll do that. That ought to power them all. We got the particle accelerator. And then from there, it's basically just like cables. So the side close to you is the one that turns. So you want to be looking at both corners. Good to know. That one's fine. That one will go there. The one close to you turns. So this. And that. Okay. All right. Break this guy. Put that down. Turn it. Can a copy paste gadget help with building? Oh. Very possibly. I didn't think about that. Copy paste gadget. So then copy that to, and you go one higher over here. Because we do need to build 2 identical setups, right? So don't forget to mirror it. All right, walk me through. I don't remember how to use this thing. It's G to get into this, right? Or is it H? How do I get into the settings for this guy? B? J? Because I need to switch the mode to paste. But I cannot remember how to do that. Y, T, bind over. Oh, it's overlapping. Great. I didn't think about that. Okay, so options, controls, key. It is G, right? G, open. I could go key. G. Oh. So uses, side ingredient, open, close, curious, open guide for items. Settings menu G. What is overlapping? Does anybody know what this is? Oh, hey, it works. Okay, switch mode to paste. So I need to mirror this, we said? Or should it be fine like that? Because we could send this one out the other side, right? Also, I probably should bind this thing with our ME system before I do this. I don't know if it's going to cancel the copy or not, but that way it pulls out of the ME system instead of that. Wireless access point. Throw you through there. Okay. And then slash back. Still got it? Still got it. Okay. And how far? I'm just putting it like here. I don't know if we can control the starting side of the accelerator. Any thoughts? Okay, how do I... So this is mirrored, but it's just rotated, is what it is. Should that be okay? Thank you. We're going to give that a shot. That's pretty close. We almost had all the items for it. We'll have to see, though. All right. So it looks like we're missing a couple of the guide rings. Speed sensors there, though. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not really like that. Click the wrong thing. I know it's not mirrored. It was just rotated 180 degrees. So you're saying... Here, what I can do, though... Just give me a second. So if I... Rotate. Is there a way to mirror? Row, anchor, bind inventory. All I can do is rotate. Aaron and Brock, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. I get exactly what you're saying, that it needs to spin the other direction. I don't know how to do that with a copy or paste tool, though. Me and my kid just started playing Minecraft together and finished the quantum computer today. That's awesome. Way to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's very encouraging when people come into chat and say thank you. Makes me feel like my videos are worth making for sure. Would you mind throwing then 180 and put it with a copper block here? Okay, so like all the way out there? Like this. Here. Is this it? Okay, because then it should be spinning the other. Yeah. So this is right. This is what we want. Because then this will line up perfectly, right? Like this. Okay. So in that case, let's finish fixing this thing up real quick. I'm gonna need like some more guide rings real quick. So I'm just gonna make another 10. It rotates the direction you're looking, so I want that. I need one more guide ring here. Well, it worked. It did work. And I do think that this will work. So all that means is that we kind of have to click these at the same time, right? And then in the middle, we have to build that gigantic particle accelerator catcher thingy. Let me see how many of those guide rings are done. Oh, we got them all. Sweet. So this one's going to be straight. That one's going to be straight. And then, oh, I didn't get any. There's like 5 particle these guys. I'll make those real quick. Someone would transform in the Flash if something goes wrong. Great. Yeah, that's what we needed. And then all of those have to be powered too, I believe. So at least this one doesn't need to be there. And that one doesn't need to be there because we put 3 accelerators there and 2 there. Which makes me think everything else is ready to go. So let me grab a flex point and then we're just waiting on those. One of those. Throw it down right there. Hook up to the network. And then... yeah, we'll just leave both those on. That's fine. I do have a bunch of guide rings, which I think we want at least one guide ring here and here, right? There's a guide ring there and there. I don't think it needs to be powered. It's a way to catch the energy of the collision. Okay, well, just so you're aware, the image I'm looking at has cables behind each of them. So I don't know if, I'm sure that's to distribute the power it catches. Probably. That makes sense. That makes sense. And then the image also has these guide rings with the absorbers around them on each side. So on like the two sides where stuff's coming in, I think you only need 8 instead of 9, if that helps at all. Probably doesn't a lot, but who knows? Particle, so I still need these linear things to finish. 1 second. Let me look in here. Okay. You done? Almost. Reinforced carbon sheets. It's getting close. This is easily the most complicated thing I think I've done so far on here. Oh, that's such a smart idea. That way they both get the redstone signal at the exact same time, right? And then you just have to set it to a frequency. Ironically, it looks like we're using that handle as the frequency. That's so smart. Yeah. That's why I didn't touch it. I mean, that makes sense. It is too much complicated, for sure. That's a very smart way of doing this, though. I didn't even think of that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug all these cables into the back, just in case. I don't think they need to be powered. And the bottom ones aren't going to be. But just on the off chance that it does need to be, I'm just going to leave that there. Hey, we got 2 of them. We're getting there. That's not even close. 1, 2. Hopefully those aren't directional. So the last 3 go here. So how are we gonna what are we gonna test this with? Is there anything that's like cheap that we can test it with that we don't have to worry about, like that the gem that's in there from occultism took forever to get? And we probably could make another one, but it would be a pain. So I don't really want to like start with that, you know? What's up? You got a what? Okay, nice. No, I'm being here. I love you. He's so cute. Just the one doing it got extracted? Yeah, exactly. All right, 2 more of these are done. I thought it was... No, I got it. It's not the way you're looking. Okay. 1, 2. Gotta get the 3rd one in there. 1 more. I finally got the system to work. That's what I get for trying to have it automated. Yeah, I feel that. What ended up being the issue? Out of total curiosity. Dude, that's a lot of those. Do any of these machines accept tick acceleration through the time wand? It's so close. Just finish. Is it going to finish? Because it looks like you are tick accelerating. That's crazy. I think it's because you add stock instead of insert. Almost made it row nodes. Gotcha. That makes sense. There it is. Okay. Bingo. So we accelerate it all. We get it up to speed. We go bink. And then it all fires at each other. And we hope we don't die. Right? We also have to hope that this speeds it up fast enough, too. I think we could add more particle accelerator linear motors, if that might help. Like, we could throw another 3 in on this open side. I just don't know if that's going to help at all. I also have no idea what this is going to speed it up to. I know there are limits for what speed we need to get it to, but if it works, I think I'll explode, then cry, then explode once more. Yeah, I feel that. So most of the things that we're creating are these, yeah. Oh, it looks like it finished. Okay, okay. I'm gonna look at particle accelerator. And then I want to see what kind of recipes it's got. Something cheap that we can do. Let's fire 2 coal dust at each other. Thoughts? If we fire 2 coal dust at each other, we should get a diamond from it. And it's a good way to test it, I think. Oh, I was gonna place. There you go. Oh, we got Lexum here. Okay. Are you here to watch this go terribly wrong? I feel like you probably are. I hope nothing explodes. Okay. Balrog, what do you think? Two coal dust? Wow, I spelled that so wrong. C-O-A-L. Thank you. Coal dust. Okay, I got 2 coal dust. I have no clue if this is going to work. I've had this running on the side while you fix my system. No idea what you're about to... We're about to do some crazy stuff. This is the particle accelerator. Yeah, just make more cables. Oh, that's right. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of them. I'm sorry. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't really want that plugged in there. I'm going to run it up the side here. So that they're all plugged in. And then I'm going to put a flux point on it. At the top. We're about to throw these things at each other at a very, very high speed. And this is like one of those things that similar to the mechanism reactor. If it goes bad, it's going to go really bad. And so we're kind of hoping it doesn't do that. The compact machine is by the blank spot. The big blank spot that was built for MI that we never did. Yeah, the platform near the bees. Okay. There's one for you. Lexum, are you going to come in and watch? I'm actually kind of terrified of this, just FYI. right, I'm just gonna put mine in. I inserted it. I don't see that it's doing anything though. Does this thing need a redstone signal to go? No? How do we put something in it? That can't be the most complicated part of this. Let me go look real quick. Particle accelerator. But it doesn't show anything else other than the collision energy that you need. How do you get it to go? Do you have to like literally throw it in? Like if I think Lexington picked it up. They're not, no, in none of the pictures are they connected. They're not connected at all. It just has to be like every 3 blocks. What? Did we get it running? So we need one right in front of it. Is that right? But not that direction. Whoa, whoa, excuse me. There we go. Okay. Did it fly off? I saw a purple line go from this one straight that direction. Okay, let me grab some more coal dust. I'm gonna put one in here. Did it work? I have no clue. I don't have any idea. Oh, both in the same machine? Oh, wait, it's going. We're trying to figure it out. I'm so confused. Oh, that's on. Give me a sec. So it said both in the same machine. So that and this? How do you get them both in the same machine? See, it just shoots out that ways. At some point, you know? Do we need better guide rings? Or just more rails? Because basically all it's doing right now is just shooting it back into the middle here. No, I accidentally messed that up. Oh, I forgot I was muted. Thank you. I am like, yep, thank you. I appreciate it. I have no clue what we need to be doing here. Like, I have tried looking it up and I see some pictures of how this is supposed to work. And it does look pretty close to correct. I just don't understand the timing of it. But there are a lot of videos on it. So what I might do is watch a video and then come back and see if I can figure it out after. Because that does look, it looks rough. What's that structure in the middle? I've never used one. It's supposed to catch all of the excess stuff after it hits. I don't remember what it's called. It is the tachyons. When particles collide at a high speed, they'll emit energy-dense tachyons. The higher the collision energy, the more energy will be ejected. They'll also fly further, and they'll be more at higher speeds. These collect those and turn them into energy. You get 3 times the amount of energy that was used to accelerate the particles. However, for large collisions, a lot of energy tachyons will be emitted, quickly filling the capacity of a single collector. Placing collectors further back allows them to be spread over multiple collectors so they don't fill up too quickly and get overwhelmed. My understanding is that this is correct. Again, the only part I don't get, when a redstone signal is applied to a non-straight guide block, it becomes a switch block when it's powered on. Leaves particles straight. When powered off, it guides them in the curved direction. That's fine. I just don't get how to throw them into each other. Laser IO is good to sync it. Okay. So theoretically, we just need something that's going to put them in at the same time, because we already have something that's going to divert them at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It just reduces the energy cost, which we're not worried about at all. We just need to insert them at the same time, simultaneously. Which we probably could if we just ran like an item pipe or something. I don't know. Or a modular router would probably do it too. Oh, I did put the wrong thing up there earlier. Yeah. So what if we did a modular router that accepted a redstone signal and had a sender module Mark III so that it would send to them at the same time, but then also had a limiter on it so that it only sent one? Thoughts? Modular router. I want speed upgrades in it for sure. We are going to put a cinder 2 is probably fine, right? I'll just need 2 of them. But 2 difference that will be sent at the same time. If not, it'll be in a different tick. Yeah, it should. The thing is that this should send it fast enough that it should be instantaneous. Should. Should is the key word here that we're trying to figure out. So theoretically, there is one buffer, but we can put more than one item in that one buffer. So we can throw a whole stack of the coal in here. And then all I have to do for these, I need to get, what's the... Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Modular routers. I know what it looks like. Do not remember what it's called. That. Regulator augment. I need 2 of these. And I need to set these. Let's do this one first. Regulator to 1. Go back. Regulate it to 1. And then redstone signal high. We're going to put the lever next to it. Theoretically, that should work. Yes. Yeah, regulator's it. Yep. We're so slow that the copper's starting the oxygen. Of course it is. Okay. Coal dust. Here. You ready? I put this too close. So theoretically, those should be on the same tick. So... that sends another one. I gotta break that real quick and throw it here. Does it keep sending more? I might need to move this to the other side. It could be. I feel like this should be working. Like I sincerely do. This seems like it's putting it in at the same time, right? Is that too far away? Maybe too far away now. Okay, that should be right. That should be centered. Oh, the lights tell you how fast it's going? So do we just have to wait till all 5? Whoa. Whoa. Well, looks like you took a hit. It also completely... oh my goodness, how did you... what? What is the recipe you're making and how much energy does... they need to be going at 500. And it is for a diamond. You need 2 coal dust. And it's for a diamond. It was one of the lowest ones that I could find. So it is particle accelerator. The recipes it has. 2 coal dust. This one right here. 500 joules. It hit me and my relic killed him. Oh no. I don't have a lot of hearts either. I don't even remember how to check. I don't care enough, but... oh, it is fun. Except now it's not putting one in here. It's just putting one in there. What? We have a diamond? In here? Oh, we made it! Okay, so it's going straight right now. Okay, so we're gonna close that up. Why did they put it in here? I'm so confused. So yeah, somewhere it did something right. Honestly, it's kind of even more frustrating. Because I don't know what we did right. I've never been more lost in my life. Okay. I think I'm going to call it there. I need to watch a couple videos on this before I think I understand it. For sure for 500 you see one ring. That's what I was thinking, man. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to figure this out. We'll come back. Tomorrow morning, I plan on streaming, and we will probably, by that point, have all of the antimatter we need and have this figured out, and we'll finish it up. I'm gonna go check on antimatter real quick, but I think I'm gonna call it there. We're up to 12. That's pretty good. How close? Almost 13. Okay, sweet. I think we need to get that up to 20, but that'll happen overnight. I'm not worried about it. Put one coal in, wait for it to hit high speed, and then put the other one in. Okay. Well, I'm going to let them figure that out. I'm going to get off. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll finish up the pack. I'll probably get on later tonight and figure out what's going on there if nobody else has, just so I can make sure we finish everything up tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.